Y'all probably didn't hear this voice in a very long time. It's your girl, Miss Vee, host of the Vmix radio show. It's been a minute. My last show was in December, part 3 of Quarantine Vmix edition, figuring it out the unedited way. That was actually before Christmas and before the New Year's, and y'all have not heard my voice since then. Happy holidays to everybody. I have been quarantining. I have not been sick or anything like that. I just been taking my time to reflect, to think, to get things personally together. I think the last show I talked about just figuring it out, taking advantage of the downtime, taking advantage of networking still, and figuring out things that you want to know, you want to learn, and you haven't had the time, and how the quarantine has actually helped a lot of us pick up new hobbies and pick up new skills. If y'all don't know, I picked up producing a lot more. I was always producing, but more of the video side of it, production side of it. So now I'm full blown independent. And I think before, when I say I'm independent, I've always been independent. I've always been in charge of my shows and my guests and everybody that came, the vision, the everything, like from Get Familiar, the Vmix tapes, everything has been me producing it, my ideas. But now, as far as the production side of it, I had family and friends telling me for a long time to just go ahead and do everything. And then when I first started out on WFBR, I kind of was like, no, I don't know how to do everything. I thought that's the point of a team, having people that's good at certain things, and you come together. But now that I am good at everything, or not good, I'm lying. Now that I do know how to do everything, I understand that I should have been doing it, but I guess everybody has their time. Real quick, I just want to say shout outs to Quasi, my boy Quasi. I'm trying to say it right. High Class. He has apparel right now, okay? A lot of people for quarantine has been putting out merch, okay? This little lockdown, even though the world is not all the way shut down, people still moving, but a lot of merch has been coming out. Stay tuned for the Vmix merch. But I just want to give my boy Quasi some love. Shout outs to High Class Apparel. When I tell you, he came and laced me down, he hooked me up, okay? But I'm telling you, I'm not doing this because Quasi, he's an artist. He's actually been a big supporter of the Vmix radio show from day one, okay? No ifs, ands, and buts about it. We support each other. But I want y'all to get familiar with High Class Apparel. I have noticed a lot of apparel out here, and I'm not doing this because he's, I would say, my friend. But the quality of his clothes is wonderful. His hoodie, I can wear every day, all day. Like, I didn't want to take it out. I think I went, and when I got it, I think I wore it like 2 weeks straight. And I did a live video on Facebook about it, but for real, I'm serious. It's so comfortable, down to the socks. He has socks, he has scarves, he has hoodies, he has sweatshirts, he has T-shirts, he has masks, he has everything you can think of. And when I tell you, the quality is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know where he getting it from. Like, all right, Quasi, for real, I need to put a bulk order in with you to get my merch, my clothes and everything. So when I start my merch and everything, because the quality of his clothes is everything. I want y'all to get familiar with High Class Apparel. I do have him up on my IG. Go and follow me on the Vmix, and that's TheVmixx, and go and follow me on the Vmix Radio. This is on IG. Also, if y'all don't know, I'm on a couple platforms. You can hear me. You can hear me. As far as audio, I've been doing a lot of audio, and I know a lot of people was like, I want to see your face, I want to see your face. I want to see your face too, but I'm just taking advantage of, again, like I said, like the radio side of it, the production side of it, the back end of it. You know, I got a lot of things that you have to get paperwork together. It's things going on. So that doesn't stop my show. But again, before I get back into what I'm doing, I want to try to get familiar with High Class Apparel. That's by my boy Quasi. He's an artist. He is actually on the third, Volume 3, Get Familiar mixtape, the V mixtape. Get Familiar, the V mixtapes, Volume 3. Quasi, No Reason is featured on that playlist. So I want y'all to go and check that out on Audio Mac and Spotify. But back to the apparel really quickly. Different designs. The design, I want more. I want more hoodies. I want more socks. I love his apparel. So again, shout outs to my sponsor, High Class Apparel, my boy Quasi. Shout outs to Rude Boy Inc. as well. And also, I want to give another shout out to another sponsor, Division Street Landscaping. If you're looking for employment services or you're looking for landscaping services, I want y'all to go to divisionstreetlandscaping.com. And again, that information is on my IG and it's actually on the vmix.com. You can go to my website and you can actually click his link through my website. So get familiar with Division Street Landscaping. Shout out to my sponsors, High Class Apparel and also Division Street Landscaping. And if y'all don't know, y'all can listen to me on iHeartRadio. You can listen to me on, you can just go ahead and go to the Apple Store or your Android store, and you download Spotify. I'm on Podchaser. I'm on so many different ones. The link is in my bio. And on Facebook, the link is in my bio. On Twitter, go on, give your girl some love on Twitter as well. The link is in my bio on Twitter and IG. So I want y'all to get familiar with my past shows, my past guests, everything that I was doing. We're going into 2021, y'all. And a lot has been going on. So I already talked about my sponsors. And the last time I seen you guys, I talked to you guys, it was in December. We're now officially in February, and Valentine's Day is coming up. Ladies, gentlemen, how y'all feel about a Valentine's Day? It's cool. I remember just being so big on Valentine's Day growing up, and dating and friends, and I used to really put a lot of emphasis on it in the sense of dating someone. Not necessarily, I gotta have a gift, I gotta have chocolate, but I just felt like I had to have a relationship with dating someone. If not, I didn't feel accomplished. But now I can tell y'all my age, being 36, I feel good about not having to be in a relationship or get gifts. I don't know, I always got gifts, not even just for Valentine's Day. I had a lot of good I'm gonna say dating. I did some good dating, so I had a lot of good dates and a lot of good guys that took me out and wooed me. Still some of my good friends. And looking back, I'm happy that I never made a big deal out of it. It just so happens that I always was already receiving. But now that I'm older, it is just another day. And I'm not trying to take the fun out of it, because don't get me wrong, I still celebrate. I probably still will go out on Valentine's Day. And also, I probably wear pink or red. So don't get me wrong. But it's just another day. I don't want you ladies and gentlemen to feel down, to feel out, to feel like you're not enough or you're not adequate, because you are. Okay? Remember, it's 365 days out the year. Okay? Not just that one day determines if you're loved or liked, okay, or if you will be loved or liked. I'm learning that love is bigger than just intimacy when it comes to a companion. It could be you can get love from everybody, okay? So just cherish the people that's around you. Cherish the time that you have on this earth. Just cherish your days. Don't trip. I don't want y'all to get too caught up in the Valentine's Day. But yeah, of course, celebrate it. Of course. Definitely need to celebrate it. But shout out to all of the Valentines and the lovers out there. Valentine's Day is upon us. Today is what? Today is the 9th. Yeah, so we coming up on Valentine's Day. And again, don't get me wrong. I am going to be out for Valentine's Day. I will celebrate it, but I don't want it. It's not a validation for me. And I don't want it to be a validation for y'all or anyone that feels like I'm always alone. It's good. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be at. And it's not a bad thing to be alone, because you necessarily were never alone. But I'm just saying, it's not a bad thing to date yourself, to get to know yourself, to learn things about yourself. And speaking of love and Valentine's Day, I don't want no one to put a whole bunch of emphasis on a relationship. I feel like I messed up in my 20s worried about finding love and having a child. I put so much emphasis on that in my 20s that I didn't really enjoy myself and enjoy my youth and enjoy my creative juices. I was worried about the wrong things, and that's why I think I want to bring that one. I wanted to run that back again. Let me be clear. It's so much that we can do and we can attain that will bring us love that we look at it, got to be a love or intimate or a companion or the opposite sex, that we got to be in a relationship. And I just really messed up in my 20s trying to force relationships, trying to force a family. And it wasn't my time for that, And I'm just coming around to being like, it's okay. It's okay that I get to woo myself and hang out with myself. Not to say, again, I will be celebrating Valentine's Day. Not to say I won't. I'm just saying, like, for the people who may get down around this time, it's okay. Don't put so much emphasis on trying to find a relationship. Find a relationship with yourself. Like, I just wish I would have did that better, or I would have did better in my 20s with love and relationships and having a child. Like, I just tried to force it. I forced it. All right, so anyway, enough about Valentine's Day. So what I've been up to, again, is I want y'all to go right now. If y'all haven't heard, Volume 3 of the Get Familiar, the Vmix tape, is out right now on Audio Mac and Spotify. Volume 1 and 2 is already out. I got over about 4,000 hits, okay? But I need y'all to hit the third one. I didn't put a lot of promotions on this one. I kind of I put it out there. I promoted it a couple times. But it's hot. It's hot. It's really, really hot. And I want y'all to go and get familiar with the artists that been to the Vmix radio show. Volume 4 will be up next. I don't know exactly when, but I do got a couple tracks already that I'm contemplating on putting on Volume 4. But Volume 3 out right now on Audio Mac and Spotify. And again, that is a compilation of artists that been to the Vmix radio show. Thank you to all the artists and entrepreneurs that been to the Vmix radio show. I appreciate you all. So what I've been up to, like I said, I put out the Vmix tape Volume 3. I put that out in, I want to say, November, December. I don't remember exactly the date, but I want y'all to go and download, like, and share. Get familiar with the artists that been there. Shout out to Cool B. He's the one who actually mixed that for me. Not all the songs. All the songs is individually mixed by the artist. I'm talking about, did the compilation for me. So shout out to DJ Cool B. He's a producer, and he's also an artist as well. He got some new music out. Go and check him out on YouTube. And that's Cool B Loach. Sorry, I always get that messed up. I always call him Cool B with the sauce, so I was about to say both. Yeah, all that good stuff. But get familiar with my guy, Cool B with the sauce. And again, I'm Miss Vee, host of the Vmix radio show. And again, go download, and subscribe to all of my platforms. That would be the vmix.com. That would be iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podchaser, Anchor. I'm on a few. No, I'm not on Stitcher yet. Okay, not yet. And I got a few other things that I want to do. But I don't want to say too much. I think what I have learned about myself is I am free. And that means that I talk freely. But I learned that people take your ideas. And that comes with the game. I ain't mad or bitter or anything. I'm just letting you know that V is a little too free. A lot of my ideas get took, okay? So I'm just working on things. The Vmix radio show is not going to stop. Shout out to my aunt for sponsoring the piece for me to go live. Very inexpensive, but my butt ain't use it yet. I'm going to use it, okay? I'm planning on doing some interviews with actual artists or entrepreneurs in March. So stay tuned for my next guest, okay? I'm going live, all right, in March. I probably go come live a little earlier than that. But, I just been taking it all in, y'all. I'm not stopping the Vmix radio show. Again, like I told you, full-blown productions. This is what you're going to get from Miss Vee, okay? However, it's just politics. It's what's going on. It's the vaccines. It's stuff that's just going on in the world, And I can't turn a blind eye to that. I can't act like I'm not affected by that, or I don't worry about it, or I'm not trying to, act like it's not happening. And when I say worried and scared, come on, man, we know what I'm talking about. Everybody got a feeling that something is going on out here. Everybody got a feeling that, okay, yeah, we operating slightly. Things is kind of back to normal, but it's not really at all back to normal. It's like the vaccinations and politics has been thrown down everybody's throat. And as soon as Biden supposedly, which I don't think he's in office, as soon as he got in office, vaccine now is back to being the top story on the news. It went from, the riots to COVID, the riots to back to COVID to now the presidential election, back to the vaccines. And my last show, or the show before that, I think I talked about the medical field being forced or making it mandatory where they take the vaccines, which I still think, and I know people in the medical field, and I know that is the case. I feel like it's the case all around the globe with a lot of different jobs, but mainly definitely in the hospitals. This is a scary time, And I don't believe in taking vaccines. I'm definitely a big on natural. Okay, I ain't saying the COVID not real, because I think I had it. I really think I had it last year. I think it made it, because let's be clear, y'all. They done had a patent and a few things. It's been rolling out for decades now. This is not this not no 2019 shindig that just came about and been invented or just spawned out of the control. No, this has been planned out, okay? Not to say the plan isn't real. The plan is real. Like I said, I think I had it in early February of 2020. I think that people know what I'm trying to get at. Look, New Year's ain't until March, okay? All right, anyway. It's last February, I'm going to say. I think I had it. I really do think it was COVID. This lady went away, my coworker went away, came back in the office. I couldn't believe that nobody wasn't worried that she was sick for like 2 months. Eventually, she gives it to somebody I'm cool with. The person give it to me. I just so happens to have already had like some antibiotics, and I already eat a certain way. And I'm saying this to say that I'm not doing this jumping on the bandwagon, I ain't going to take the vaccines. No. I'm jumping on the bandwagon of experience with vaccines and getting shit stuck in you. Birth control is just as deadly. Birth control is so fucking deadly, I don't think y'all understand, man. Like, I was on birth control for a very long time. And I don't think y'all understand why I take detoxing, fasting, and health very seriously. When I came on the scene, I was about 185. I'm now 150. I fluctuate between like 145, 150. And I did a lot of fasting. I did a lot of detoxing. I still eat whatever I want. And I'm saying that to say people, when they hear fasting, they think, okay, fasting, she can't eat, you're not going to eat. No. Your girl V eats. Okay? I eat everything. But it's how you eat and what you eat and when you eat. See, I think people don't understand when you eat is important. Okay? You got to think about it, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you wake up in the morning and you eating a cow, a chicken, bread, all of this in the morning, then you eat, turn around and lunch, you're probably eating another chicken and another cow. And then at dinner, you're having some more chicken, more cow, maybe some pig. It's just a lot for your body. And I think like we put our phone on a charger, you got to charge your body. And that's sometimes detoxing from not only what you eat, people, not only what you eat, what you watch. So when I said people, that sounded like I was saying eat people. No, that's not what I was saying. I said it's not just fasting from food. You got to fast from people as well. You got to fast from TV. You got to fast from your daily lives. And I think this is right now is a big fast for us. Don't get me wrong. I ain't handling it all that well. I get days I be like, I'm ready for this to be over. But I know everybody feel that something is going on and we don't know about it. Right now, back to the vaccines, they're trying to push it down our throat. And I'm just big on holistics way of living, a lifestyle. And the fact that there's a recovery rate of a 98%, it seems a bit off to me that people are actually interested and actually entertaining and actually lining up to get these vaccinations. They're giving away free weed. They're giving away, they're letting people out of jail. They're giving away a lot of things to get for you to get vaccinated. And y'all don't get it. This is not right. This is like, read between the lines, man. We not going back to normal. I want to. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be a dream killer for none of us, man. But what is it that they forcing these vaccinations and they made this real big deal about it right after Biden is supposedly that has been elected? We got to start reading between the lines, people. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, some people may call me. I'm just a truther. A truther, I'm telling you that if you're contemplating taking the vaccines, don't. I have took vaccines in the past. Like I said, birth control. I have a story for days on birth control and how it is poison. They know a lot of us don't want to take these vaccines. So they're giving away shit. They're letting you out of jail. They got all these weak-ass stars acting like we should get it because of them. Listen. Them stars that they put in front of our face got coins in situations that they going to be okay. Okay? We don't got money long like they do. And I'm saying this to say we ain't reversing whatever they going to put in our bodies this time. I feel like for the vaccines and the birth control I have took and the knowledge that I have acquired, it's different from now. This time around, they going hard. This is something that is just the way it's rolled out. The way it's rolled out. And I want y'all to talk to me about what y'all feeling as well. Like, what are y'all feeling? You know, I'm feeling like something is going on. Don't get me wrong, I'm very optimistic. I know God is good. I know God is real. All praises to the Most High. But I want y'all to pay attention. Don't get these vaccines. Don't get these vaccines, okay? Don't get them. I ain't going to front and act like I'm all prepared to know what I'm going to do next and how I'm going to do it. But all I know is we at a standstill for a reason. And I think it's to switch up some shit. And when I say that, it's not time for gloating, capping, or promoting. Right now, it's time to rest and get prepared. We got some new days ahead of us, and I don't think a lot of people are actually comprehending what's happening in the world. And I do believe in the Most High. I'm not going to say that miracles don't happen. But I'm telling you guys, something is happening. And I don't think it's a time for boasting, gloating, capping, promoting. This is not the time for that. This is the time to get right with yourself, your family, your friends, your tribe, with the Most High, your angels, your spiritual guides. This is that time. I'm not saying to cut off the things that you do, because I have not. I just scaled back a little bit, and I always talk to the Most High, but me and him have been really, really hanging. My people, I know a lot of us don't believe in the same things, but it's going to become a time where we're going to have to put aside our differences and believe in the same things. We got to get on code. We got to get on code. I just want us to stop capping. I really do. We got other things to focus on, and that is to get on code. That is recreational facilities and housing, and how, if things hit the fan, how we're going to eat and how we're going to survive as a whole. You know, not just one family, two family, as a community. You know, like, this is the time for that. Gun range and HQLs and getting your nationality, you know, like, black and brown people did not only come from Africa. That's something I'm tired of y'all saying. We did not only come from Africa. Black and brown people came from all over the world, and America is one of them. So if you don't know that by now, and you don't know certain things that you put on your applications is like a no-go, you shouldn't be capping. We got all of this versus battles is a distraction. The United States is no longer an incorporation. They still got to play by the incorporation rule. They're rolling this out, right? We are now a republic, y'all. I don't even think half of y'all can even decipher what that is, because y'all be capping. Y'all not paying attention. I could be reaching sometimes too. You know, if y'all don't know, criminal justice is my background. Politics and debating is my background. Journalism is my firsthand. It's my thing, okay? And politics was always second nature to me as well. I went to college and high school for criminal justice. But I didn't even watch the inauguration. But when I did catch it, I realized that something is off. Why? You're the president. Out of all the places that you can have an inauguration, you decide to have it at a cemetery. That is weird to me. Something ain't right, you guys. I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about it too, and what you feel about right now. Don't get me wrong, I got plans. You know, I done got my passport. I'm ready for some things. But I just feel like the time now is to rest and to conspire, to get things together, to get things organized, to get ready. You know? We need to get prepared, y'all. It's time for us to really get focused on family, friends, community, because I think that's all we're going to have in the future. Okay? All right? I've been chilling But I just wanted to say that to y'all. Like, I love y'all. Like, it disappoints me that y'all not really paying attention. And when I say y'all, it's the people who not paying attention. Some of you are woke, not all. I don't know, you guys. But let me move on. So I done talked about politics. I done talked about what I've been up to. And radio. I done talked about radio, of course. Me still doing my thing. Still planning some things. But just watching what's going on. Not too eager to book things. I don't want to get canceled. Me having events, I know it's going to be more than 20 people. So I just want this to blow over like everybody else. But I know the vibes is in the airs that something's going on, right? All right, like I was saying, Valentine's Day is upon us. Merch is coming. And not only do Vmix Radio Show offer books, I'm about to say something else. I'm not editing that. Not only do the Vmix Radio offer interview services, you can also book services to receive different promotional packages. It's not just interviews. So say, for instance, you don't want to come and sit and talk to me. I can still promote your business. I can put you you can have a business listing in my brochure. You can actually pay for a commercial for your product and your service. You can have me write up a promotional blog for you. If you have an event, I can come and host. So it's not just interviews that Miss Vee offers. I also offer commercials, book business listings. I also offer, I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm trying to think off the top of my head because nothing I said tonight was written down, okay? This is all off the dome, okay? So pretty much go to my website. All right, I'm just going to leave it simple because I don't want to be all tongue-tied on here. I do that a lot. I'm trying to be more clean with my talking. Go to my website and you can see everything I offer under the advertisements. My interviews are not free because I have to pay people. Not only do I have to pay people, I have to pay for the things that I give you, the playlist song entries to the Vmix Get Familiar mixtape, things of that nature. I got to pay for the venue when I sit down and talk to you, things of that nature. I got people on my payroll. So no, V does not offer free interviews anymore. I did that for 5 years. I offered free interviews. Thank you for everyone who paid and sponsored the Vmix Radio Show. It doesn't go unnoticed. This is not, promotions and marketing is very, very expensive. And I'm not expensive at all. And I think because I'm so nice and so giving and everybody has started a radio show or podcast that they think that they're not supposed to pay. But everyone don't have the same network. Just to put that on the record. Everybody ain't in it for the right reasons. I said it. I said what I said, But, hey, to each his own. But again, Miss Vee is not offering any more free interviews. But if you want to get familiar, you want someone to get familiar with you, hit me up anyway. Go to thevmix@gmail.com. That's my website. That's 2 X's. Again, click the link that's in my bio on my IG, my Facebook, on pretty much all of my social media platforms. And my website is thevmix.com. So hit me up if you're looking for any promotions, if you want to sponsor the Vmix Radio Show. Yeah, I will sponsor you sometimes. The Vmix definitely, I think I was about to say that. Sometimes I do sponsorships as well. So just hit me up, any collaborations, things of that nature. I will be booking interviews for March. So stay tuned for that. This is the Quarantine Vmix edition, figuring out the unedited way. Part 1, 2, and 3 is up already. This is part 4. And just stay tuned. I want y'all to go like, subscribe, and download, and go and get familiar with the Vmix mixtape. Okay? The Vmix tape, Volume 3, because that's not what I wanted to say. That's why I just started over. Get familiar. The Vmix tape, Volume 3 is out now. I have some good artists. And if y'all go to Spotify, I couldn't find I don't know. I thought all the artists would be on Spotify, but hey, I'm still working on it. You still won't get a complete, it's the mixtape, I'm getting tongue-tied. It's going to be complete on Spotify coming soon. But I'm working on it. It's still on both. It's still on Audio Mac and Spotify. Anyway, I just butchered that. Okay? So we coming into 2021. We in February. March 2021 is up next. We still in 2020, y'all. I said it. It's going to sound weird to some of y'all listening. I know. I'm weird. I'm okay with that now. All right. But anyway, I think I brushed on a little bit of everything. I talked about dating. I talked about why I'm opposed to the vaccinations. I'm talking about us getting on code and not capping and getting familiar and linking up with the people that you need to be linking up with right now. You know, I talked to the ladies and the gentlemen that's worried about Valentine's Day and they shouldn't. Just another day, man. You got to love on yourself every day. And I think that's about it. I think I'm going to let y'all go. I think I'm going to come back with part 5 very soon. I will be going live soon. Send me any questions, answers that you would like, because I'm going to be coming live with a question and answer show, okay? Questions and answers for the Miss Vee, okay, for Miss Vee. So hit me up for that. Also, if you want to book an interview or book any services with me, business listings and my brochures. So yes, I do have brochures. You can put your business services in the brochures. It's very reasonable prices. Hit me up, send your inquiries to the vmix@gmail.com. Get familiar with, again, the Vmix tape, Volume 3, out right now, Spotify, and AudioMac. That was my little voice for the commercials. So yeah, if you want to book commercials or anything like that, let me know. But I'm out. I want to make this short for you guys, so I don't want to hold you up. I didn't know I was on here for 30 minutes. It's your girl, Miss Vee. I'm out. Get familiar.
Girl V, with your girl V on the Vmix. Get familiar, man.
It's your girl Storm, chilling with your girl V at the Vmix. Get familiar, that's how we do it. You feel me?
At the Vmix with your girl V, who's amazing. Her whole team's amazing.
I just rocked it out with my girl V on the Vmix Radio. Make sure you tune in.
Here's what's to come from Miss Vee, host of the Vmix Radio Show. New production, live shows, new events, Volume 3 mixtape. Get familiar. You know you want to get familiar. So send your inquiries and your media material to the vmix@gmail.com, and that's 2 X's. I'm your girl, Miss Vee, host of the Vmix Radio Show. Promote your business with the Vmix Radio Show. Now you can run advertisements to expand your business, because we now are offering business listings with the Vmix Radio brochures. For more information, send your inquiries to the vmix@gmail.com.